What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday with a nice 9-game slate here tonight. I got 6 of my favorite plays on the slate. My money 6. So before we get going, slap up that like button if you're enjoying the content. If you're ready to win some money here tonight, let's try to get over 100 likes in this one. Last night, a little bit of a disappointing night. The main thing that really screwed us was going with LeBron over James Harden. I was kind of thinking about going Harden. But I thought LeBron was just a safer bet. But it's like everything worked in favor of Harden. Like somehow he out rebounded LeBron in that game. And also he was getting every call in the book. I think he had 17 free throws, and that helped him kind of get his stroke going as well. He was hitting some dagger threes in the fourth quarter, and LeBron wasn't scoring as much in the fourth. LeBron had a really good matchup. I mean, he was like pretty much scoring every time he shot the ball, but the rebound total for him was really low. So that really sucked. Aldridge was really doing well, but that game turned into a blowout. So he didn't play in the fourth quarter, and Tobias Harris didn't play in the fourth. He was doing okay. TJ Warren was a great play. He was scoring very well against the Dallas Mavericks, so that was really good to see. Josh Hart was a solid value. Melton, for whatever reason, guy couldn't score. He was getting some defensive stats, but he couldn't score to save his life, so that sucked. So all in all, it was a pretty down night, but let's see if we can have a better, more solid night, and all of these guys can return some value. It's tougher on those small slates because it's pretty much choosing between two studs at the top, and if you choose the wrong guy, then it sucks. But let's get into it, though. I'm going to go with Jokic first up here. It's not a great matchup on paper. The Thunder have played some good defense against centers, but I think Jokic is still, he's kind of like a matchup-proof guy. I mean, he can still score against the best of them. He had a really solid game against the Memphis Grizzlies, a team that does play solid defense against centers. He dropped to 27, 12, and 6. And he plays, honestly, better with Plumlee at the power forward role than he does with Paul Millsap. He puts up better stats, so I think that can definitely help him out. It gives him more of that kind of like stretch ability where he can get the jump shot going a little bit more with Plumlee playing down low, and they kind of switch up those kind of roles. So at 9,400, I think he can flirt with those kind of like double-doubles, possibly triple-double numbers here. Going against the Thunder. Like I said, not a great matchup. The usage is up at Paul Millsap, some more consistent shot totals, and he's had a double-double in the last 3 games with a few more assists. That would give him a triple-double, so hopefully we get that. It's going to be a high-scoring game probably against the Thunder, so I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my first guy. Then I'm going to go with Kemba Walker. He's finally getting back to what he was doing at the beginning of the year, where he was a super usage, putting up a ton of shots, getting a good amount of rebounds and assists. So 9,200 here, going against a team that just saw in 31 minutes, he dropped 50 DraftKings points. So if this game can stay a little bit closer, I think Kemba can easily go over 50 DraftKings points yet again here. The Knicks do not play great defense against point guards. Moutier is not a great defender. So I think he can be in his bag again here and drop around like 30 points in the field as long as it stays close. The Knicks putting Kevin Knox in their lineup, honestly, though, can make this game a little bit more competitive because Knox was really holding his own against this same Hornets team last time out. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my second guy. Then I'm going to go with Larry Nance, a really solid matchup. The Bucks have been getting killed recently against big men and just like power forward types. We saw Thaddeus Young the other night have a huge night against this Bucks team, and Larry Nance, he was really good against the Knicks, even though he only scored 3 points. He got a 3, 11, and 7, a very weird line with 3 blocks and 3 steals. So if he can score a little bit better here, those solid rebound totals should be there with Tristan Thompson out, as we saw Tristan Thompson continuously getting big rebound totals. So I think Larry Nance can really have a good night here again. He came off the bench against the Knicks for whatever reason, but he still got starter minutes. So going against the Bucks here, really solid matchup. I think he can score over 30 to 35 DraftKings points. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my third guy. Then I'm going to go with Buddy Hield here. This game is projected to be the highest scoring game on the slate between the Warriors and the Kings. And Buddy Hield had a really good night against this team. Their first matchup, he shot 12 for 21, 4 for 6 from 3, and good for 44 DraftKings points. So I think in this matchup again here, the Warriors have been most prone to allowing points to shooting guards and centers. So Buddy Hield, the top scorer at that shooting guard spot. De'Aaron Fox did struggle a lot against the Warriors in the first matchup. So I think Buddy Hield could have to carry the load here again offensively. Marvin Bagley had a really good night against the Warriors in that game before. But Draymond Green was out. So with Draymond Green back, he could limit a guy like Bagley, and meaning that Buddy Hield will still be the forefront guy in the offense. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my fourth guy. Then I'm going to go with Kevin Knox. Like I mentioned, he entered the starting lineup. He had an extremely good game against this Hornets team the other night. He played 41 minutes, dropped 26 points, 15 rebounds, good for 50 DraftKings points. So if he can steal like around half of that in this matchup, I think he can return some really solid value. And he played really good in the starting lineup the other night against the Cavs. A nice 19-7 and 2 blocks and assist. Good for 34 DraftKings points. So his price tag didn't go up too much at 4,800 here. I would imagine he's still going to be in the starting lineup. And it's a pretty solid matchup. He definitely showed that he can score on this team. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there as my final guy at the core 5. Like I mentioned before, Mason Plumlee should be in the starting lineup again here tonight, going against OKC. They do have a guy that is kind of like a big man. He could honestly probably play the 5 in today's NBA, and Jerami Grant on the Thunder. Sorry if I just butchered his name, but Mason Plumlee, I think he can have a really solid game going against this Thunder team. They do struggle a lot against power forwards, so if Plumlee draws a start, he should be good for around 30 minutes. And normally when he gets a good amount of minutes, he's a guy that can score a lot of DraftKings points. He had a double-double in that matchup against the Grizzlies, and 4,300 is a really solid value, especially if he starts, which he should here. If Trey Lyles starts, I do like Lyles a lot, but I think Plumlee will draw the start and have the better night. So I'm going to go ahead and lock him in there. What is his name? Is it, Grant? Well, I don't know why. Jerami Grant. I don't know why I thought it was Germani for a second, but there it is. There's the matchup for Plumlee. Hopefully you can feast on him. So that is it for the Money 6. You got Kemba Walker, Buddy Hield, Kevin Knox, Larry Nance Jr., Jokic, and Mason Plumlee. We got the Nuggets duo down low. Hopefully they can feast on OKC tonight. But good luck here tonight on this 9-game slate. I wish you the best of luck. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. You can comment any questions you have down below in the video. And subscribe if you haven't already to get these NBA DraftKings picks the remainder of the season. I upload videos every single day, Monday through Saturday. I do take Sundays off because the slate started like a little bit earlier, so it doesn't give me as much time to really put out a video and research and stuff like that. But that is it. Good luck. Follow me on Twitter at MoneyWebby for any updates. We do have some injury stuff with like Jimmy Butler and some other guys questionable like Kawhi Leonard. Like if Kawhi is out, then Serge Ibaka would be a really solid play again here and stuff like that. But hopefully we get word before lock. So good luck. See you back here again next time.